Western Australia is facing wide-scale disruption to its food supply due to inland floods damaging rail lines in South Australia. The CEO of Independent Food Distributors Australia says the disruption to supply chains is a once-in-200-year event.
This is what 50 millimetres of rain in 5 hours looks like. And this is what it can do. Damaged rail infrastructure and the closure of the Stuart Highway has meant food bound for WA has been rerouted. It's impacting around 90% of produce brought into WA by the Independent Food Distributors Australia.
We believe this is the biggest disruption to the food supply chain between East and West in living memory.
IFD services more than 6,000 businesses in WA, including aged care facilities and hospitals. CEO Richard Forbes is calling on the government's support for affected businesses, but acknowledges the situation is unique.
To consider what sort of support they can provide. Of course, we have the issue, which is a strange one, and that is that the natural disaster itself occurred in South Australia, but is affecting Western Australian businesses.
To avoid hazards, some road trains have had to take a 3,000-kilometre detour, equating to an extra 30 hours of travel time, putting more strain on an already impacted workforce.
That impacts on their fatigue. You know, they've obviously got to have rest breaks to compensate for it. That means we've got less drivers available to do the task. So it's really a compounding effect.
An effect which disproportionately affects isolated communities.
And that's affecting our ability to also get food through to remote communities, and that includes Indigenous remote communities. And that is not, of course, just the issue that Western Australia is facing, but Queensland and the Northern Territory at the moment.
Repair to the damaged rail lines likely won't be fixed for at least 2 weeks, so shelves like this at New West Foods will likely be bare for the next 7 days. But Western Roads is confident trucks will start moving soon.
I hope to start seeing trucks rolling into the state certainly in large numbers by Saturday and Sunday.
In these uncertain times, Mr Doomsey says issues affecting supply chain will likely continue.
This is the new normal for a while. You know, people in the Kimberley and others routinely live with this. So just accept it. There's nothing to panic about. There will be stuff there. You're not going to starve. So we just need to go, oh, OK, this is a reality. Let's suck it up and live the experience.
Holly Edwards-Smith, Sky News, Perth.